Mary Erskine was a well-known figure in the Edinburgh of the late 1600s. It was through her generosity and a tenacious spirit that the newly formed Merchant Company of Edinburgh agreed in 1694 to become the co-founders of the Maiden Hospital. The hospital may be long gone, but Mary would still recognise the benefits that innovative education gives today's children. The Mary Erskine and Stuart's Melville School is part of a unique concept in education for children of all ages. The school is co-educational, with the children divided equally between two sites in Edinburgh. With both schools on the sites of magnificent and historic buildings and surrounded by busy, modern, specialist teaching areas and sports facilities, the decision to carry out any major new construction work is not taken lightly. Working closely with the school, Britspace designed and built a modern new building for 3 to 7-year-olds which complements the other buildings at the Mary Erskine School site. We spoke to Ian McGregor about the decision to use Britspace.
Well, Britspace were able to convince us that they fully understood the nature of the specification that our principal and senior management team put to them. They were also able to convince us that construction in a factory, off-site, and then subsequent assembly on-site over a short period offered us huge safety and flexibility and time advantages. We also liked the idea that we could actually see the building modules in the factory before assembly on-site, so we could get a good idea of the sort of quality and finish that we were getting. And finally, of course, a 14-week period from start to finish, from factory construction through to assembly on site, had huge attractions for us.
We asked Ian why modular construction was chosen over traditional build.
When our central planning group identified the need for a new building on our Ravelston site for the early years part of our junior school, speed of construction was an extremely significant factor in our consideration. We explored the modular method of construction because we felt it addressed this issue, as well as some of the more conventional problems that you get with more usual methods of construction. And I'm thinking here of factors as health and safety in particular, which can be a major problem for schools.
Ian then told us how the school coped during the installation period.
Well, it was quite exciting. The whole move was very meticulously planned, and from the first truck arriving to the last bolt being tightened in the building took only 3 days. And there we had our building.
25 modules make up the new 850 square metre single-storey building. It was designed to complement the existing buildings and features a fusion of natural materials with contemporary design. Ian's colleague Rona Watt worked with Britspace in the final design.
We wanted the interior of the new building to be radically different to standard educational buildings. The main rooms are south-facing and maximise the natural light. The design also allows each room to open out onto the outdoor play area.
We asked Rona if Britspace delivered the radically different building the school wanted.
We have a fantastically light and interesting building with a wiggly corridor that leads into different shaped rooms. This provides airy spaces for busy and creative activities where the children can be active, and also snug corners where they can rest and relax.
Rona was also asked if the modular construction route could be seen as an investment risk.
No, with a design life in excess of 60 years, the cost evaluation showed that modular gave a lower whole life cost and was a cost-effective alternative to bricks and mortar. We can see from our own experience that schools and education facilities are some of the first organisations to really benefit from the potential that modern methods of construction can offer. The quality of surroundings in which children learn and play are vital to their overall well-being, and by choosing a Britspace modular solution, we have not only been able to create the flexible extra space that we needed, but it was delivered on time, in budget, and without disrupting the daily life of all our schools.
For over 30 years, Britspace has championed volumetric modular construction techniques for education, health, residential, hotels, commercial and military. Working directly with clients and architects, Britspace continues to demonstrate that modular building systems provide attractive and high-quality permanent buildings in a fraction of the time required by traditional methods.